How's it going, VC? Hope everyone's well, looking after themselves. Mr. Boulder back today with a vinyl update. Just going to show some bits and bobs I've picked up over the last few months. As usual, the usual mix of different styles. Everything from pop rock to some thrash metal. So let's get started with Alanis Morissette's supposed former infatuation junkie. Yeah, that's the right title. This is the follow-up to the massive selling Jagged Little Pill from 1995. This came out in 97, I think, maybe 98. Yep, not as good as the debut, it has to be said. This is patchy, and it's too long, if I'm completely honest. There's a lot of songs on this, and some good stuff on here. But some stuff that is just doesn't need to be on it. Another one of those 90s albums where they've just packed way too much onto there. And it'd be much better for it if they culled a few songs from the track listing. But still good stuff to be seen here. The first 4 tracks I really enjoy. Front Row Baba, Thank You. That was the big single from this album. And Are You Still Mad? Really good lyrics in that. Really like that song. And then there's some other good stuff in there. Like Can't Not. I Was Hoping It Would Not Come. Unsent, So Pure. But yeah, a lot of other stuff in here that just kind of passes you by and is not really necessary. So not as good as Jagged Little Pill, but this is still pretty good. This is a nice repress on Music on Vinyl, as you can see by the sticker here. Yeah, not a bad album, but not essential Alanis, it has to be said. But still glad I picked it up. And I picked this one up because when I was looking for that, I noticed that she had an Unplugged album out, which I was completely unaware of. Yeah, like myself, some Unplugged music. There was some absolute classic Unplugged sets on MTV back in the 90s. And yeah, this is one I wasn't really familiar with, to be honest. So when I was buying the other album, I picked this up as well. Really good. I really enjoy this. Of course, Alanis, amazing vocals. Another Music on Vinyl press here. Some nice acoustic versions of a lot of the stuff from the first, the Jagged Little Pill album. You Learn's on here, which sounds great acoustically. Head Over Feet. Ironic. You Ought to Know. There's some other good stuff on here as well I wasn't familiar with, like I Was Hoping, Uninvited. And there's a really good cover on here of The Police's King of Pain. When I looked at the track listing, I didn't sort of click that it was a cover of the Police song, but it's a really good cover of it. Yeah, not one you sort of seen get covered a lot, King of Pain by the Police, but she does a fantastic job in here. This thing sounds fantastic, of course. Music on Vinyl always does a good job. Yeah, the performances from the band, fantastic. Her vocals are brilliant. Really glad I picked this up. Was completely unaware of its existence, to be honest. So, yeah, really glad to grab that. Alanis Morissette Unplugged. I'm not sure when this come out, but yeah, this is a really good album and I'm glad I grabbed it. On to some thrash metal from the premier Irish thrashers Gamma Bomb. This is Speed Between the Lines, which came out in 2018. So it says on the back. Great album this, really enjoy it. Gamma Bomb are one of those thrash bands who, since they came along back in around about 2005, great band, one of the great thrash bands from 2000 onwards. This comes on this coloured vinyl, sort of a blue colour, turquoise I suppose you could say. Yeah, this is now I didn't pick up for a long time, and I don't know why. I was really heavily into Gamma Bomb around about 2006, 2008. And I didn't pick up anything for years. And I remember this coming out and thinking, I'll have to grab it, and never did. But really glad I picked it up now, it has to be said. Gamma Bomb have never put out a bad album. And this is great stuff on this. I like the cover art there. There's good stuff. 66616's brilliant. Bring Out the Monsters, really good song. Kurt Russell's great. We Are Going to Eat You, Face Blaster, Stay Rotten. Great album. If you're into thrash and you're not listening to Gamma Bomb, I highly recommend checking them out. This is a really good album. Brilliant stuff from the Irish thrashers, Gamma Bomb, Speed Between the Lines from 2018. Up next, a really, really good album. I'm absolutely loving this. This is Adrian Smith and Richie Kotzen. Adrian Smith, obviously of Iron Maiden fame. Richie Kotzen, formerly a member of Poison. He's in the Winery Dogs as well, and he's had his own solo career. This is seriously bluesy. Blues rock. It's fantastic. It's really, really good. I mean, my dad brought me up on a diet of Led Zeppelin, Bad Company, and Jimi Hendrix. So it's no surprise that I love this album. This is right up my street. As you can probably imagine, there's fantastic soloing on this album. And the songs are great. Nice printed in it with a picture of the guys. Some lyrics. Comes on this, almost can't tell, but it's a sort of a dark red vinyl. Custom centre rings. Nice looking stuff. And yeah, great music. Like I say, I was brought up on this kind of stuff, so it was no surprise to me at all that I like this. When I first heard about it, I initially wasn't going to pick it up, but Mark over at Wandering Souls, he showed it. And someone else showed it, I can't remember who it was. I thought, I have to check it out. Checked out a couple of tracks online. Absolutely loved it, so picked it up. Yeah, Taking My Chances is brilliant. That gets played a lot on Sonic Rock here in the UK on the radio. Run In, Some People, Glory Road, Solar Fire, You Don't Know Me, I'm Gonna Stay, etc, etc. There's not a bad song on this album. It's absolutely brilliant. If you're into your kind of bluesy hard rock, I highly recommend picking it up. And Richie Kotzen played most of the instruments on this. He played the drums as well on some of the songs. Did play drums on all the songs, but some of them definitely. Played all the bass. Yeah, if you're into your bluesy rock, then this is absolutely essential for you. I can't recommend you pick it up enough. If you're into your likes of your Free, Led Zeppelin, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, etc. Yeah, pick it up. It's absolutely fantastic. Brilliant album. For some reason, I wasn't going to pick it up when I first heard about it, but I'm so glad I have. It's a really, really good listen. On to something heavier now. This is Divine Heresy and their debut Bleed the Fifth, which came out, I think, in 2006, 2007. If you don't know Divine Heresy, this is Dino Cazares from Fear Factory. Tim Young, I think he was in Vital Remains. It says on the front, I think. Well, it doesn't, but I think he was in Vital Remains. He was also in Hate Eternal and Morbid Angel. Amazing drummer, absolutely amazing drummer. And Tommy Vext on vocals, who went on to join Bad Wolves. He's not in Bad Wolves anymore either. Good stuff. This is bloody heavy. Sort of death metal a little bit. A lot of groove in here, and even a bit of metalcore. Not usually a fan of metalcore, but it works well here. They mix up the styles well. The musicianship, unsurprisingly, is fantastic. Dino Cazares' trademark machine gun riffing is present. Tim Young on the drums, fantastic. Tommy Vext does a good job with the vocals. There's the record. Really nice sort of swell, I think it is, isn't it? Looks fantastic. Brilliant album. When this came out in 2007, I was playing this to death. And it's still a great album now. The musicianship is so good. Tommy Vext is a good vocalist, to be fair to him. Never interested in listening to Bad Wolves, though. But I did hear they're covering the Cranberries Zombie, because it was bloody everywhere, obviously. But a good album, you know. Really, really heavy, but you can hear everything in the vocals. The vocals aren't really guttural. Musicianship's fantastic. Good vocals from Tommy Vext. It's brilliant stuff. I really, really love it. Glad it's finally been issued on vinyl. First time ever. Let's Bleed the Fifth. And because I got that, I grabbed the follow-up Bringer of Plagues. Once again, Dino Cazares on guitars. Tim Young on the drums. Joined on this album on bass by Joe Payne, formerly of Nile, who sadly passed away last year. He was only about 35 years old. And the vocalist, new vocalist on this one, his name escapes me at the moment. Travis Neal, yeah, from a band called Dirge Within, or not familiar with it at all. This follow-up, just as good as the debut. I don't know why they haven't made any more albums. It's great stuff. Again, it's much the same as what you hear on the first album. A little bit of death metal in there, metalcore, brilliant stuff. Nice smoky vinyl there, as you can see. Yeah, again, heavy, but not absolutely bone-crushingly heavy like your sort of your Niles or your Suffocations of this world. So if you like your music heavy, but not massively heavy, and you're not familiar with these guys, I'd recommend jumping online and giving them a listen. Just great stuff. Again, just like the first album. If anything, I'd probably argue that Travis Neal's vocals are slightly better than Tim Young's. Not taking anything away from Tommy Vex, because he's a good vocalist, but I slightly prefer Travis's vocals. This is a fantastic album. This came out originally in 2009. Divine Heresy, Bringer of Plagues. Not familiar with it, you like your stuff heavy, check it out, and it's all good. Last up to date is a VC find. Does what it says on the tin, a band that I discovered through the VC. And this is Enforced and Killgrid. This was showed by Brendan Von Doom. I had no idea who these were until he showed this. I liked how he described them, so I went online straight away, checked them out, and really, really like this. This is great. As a rhythm guitar player, I connected with this initially through the riffage. The brilliant riffs in this album. There's loads and loads of really good riffs on this. It's absolutely fantastic. Musically, it's thrash metal. But the vocals are more sort of similar to sort of hardcore bands, so it's not typical thrash metal vocals. It's a great album. I really, really enjoy it. Listened to it about 5 or 6 times this week. It's just on good old black vinyl. Nice center labels there. Yeah, can't beat a bit of black vinyl as far as I'm concerned. It's great stuff. Like I say, the riffing's brilliant. The drums are fantastic. Again, vocals not too harsh. So if you like your heavy stuff heavy, but you're not keen on really, really sort of guttural deep vocals, then it'd be worth your time checking this bad boy out. The Doctrine's great. Beneath Me, Killgrid, Curtain Fire, Blood Ribbon, Trespasser. Brilliant album, completely unaware of these guys. So glad I checked this out and picked it up. Good thrash metal or hardcore vocals. If you're not familiar, definitely worth checking out. Great stuff, really enjoyed this one. Thanks for the heads up, Brendan. I had no idea about these guys and absolutely loving this album, so that's all good. Right guys, that's it for today. I've got plenty more stuff, but I'm going to show it in bits and pieces because otherwise this video will go on forever. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll be back next week. Look after yourselves. Thanks to the new subscribers who've recently subbed. And yeah, cheers. I'll catch you next time. Take care. See ya. Bye.